When You Are Old by William Butler Yeats. When you are old and gray and full of sleep, and nodding by the fire, take down this book, and slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes had once, and of their shadows deep. How many loved your moments of glad grace, and loved your beauty with love false or true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face, and bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly how love fled, and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. In the first quatrain, the narrator is asking his unrequited lover to read this book that contains the poem When You Are Old. He asks her to remember her youthful beauty while reading this poem. He wants her to remember all the suitors who longed for her. He wants her to understand that they were only interested in her physical beauty. He then asks that she understand that he was the only man who loved her because of her adventurous spirit, her pilgrim soul. He wants her to know that he loved her aging face just as much as he did her youthful beauty. He wants her to know that his attraction to her is a spiritual and eternal attraction and not simply a physical attraction like that of her other suitors. He then tells her to remember how her love fled and is now deceased and living amid the stars. It's worth noting that the word love is capitalized here, presumably to indicate that the narrator is referring to himself and not simply the concept of love. It's my opinion that this poem was written to a still young woman before she gets old, in an effort to convince her of the writer's pure and spiritual and infinitely superior love for her compared to that of her other suitors. It's sort of a warning and a plea to the girl, to ignore youthful and carnal desires in favor of his brand of love, a spiritual and eternal love. My name is Patrick Easterling, and this is my multimedia analysis.